Hello everybody, we're bringing you some more stuff, and today, this is going to be a short PEGCAST. I am not feeling 100%. Oh shoot, it's Bluetooth. Hello everybody, we're bringing you some more stuff, and today, we're going to be, it's short. It's not going to be the longest PEGCAST. I'm already driving. I just, had to start it with Siri. Excuse me if you heard that. And excuse me if you didn't hear that. But yeah, it's not going to be too long because I'm not feeling 100%. But, I just have a couple things to talk about that are, pretty interesting, and I want to talk about them before I forget them. Sorry, this is not another Japan trip episode if you're really interested in my Japan trip, but you're not getting it out of me. Even if I left you hanging on, I don't remember, but I may have left you hanging on that cliff last episode, but I don't really remember. Point is, Cammy and I are moved into Redlands. My first day of classes is tomorrow, and the reason I'm driving is because, through just basically a series of oopsies, like a series of 4 or 5 small oopsies, we ended up missing Cammy's train so that she could go to Irvine. So I had to drive her down, and the reason is because, the reason that she had to go is because it's the last night that she'd be able to hang out with all her roommates, and that matters a lot. So she's gonna spend a bunch of time with them and then come back early in the morning to hang out with me before my first day of classes starts. So, because of all that, I had to drive her there, and so I'm driving back now. And it's an hour-long drive, so it could be a regular PEGCAST, but it's not going to be. I don't have that much stuff to talk about. I mean, I do have that much stuff to talk about. I have tons of stuff, but I don't want it right now. I just don't feel that great. But there are a couple things I really do want to talk about, this whole, moving in Redlands situation, not speaking to me right now, okay? And I'm sorry if you're very interested. Maybe we'll get Cammy to start recording a PEGCAST on her walks or something. We never will, because she wants to listen to her little audiobooks. But can you imagine how fun that would be if we just had, the PEGCAST, but it's Cammy instead? I guess maybe that's not, extra fun for everyone else. Maybe that's just, normal fun. And it's only extra fun for me because I'm the one that's always recording them. But, guys, you want to hear something crazy? The only Bad Peg episode that I know has a negative like-to-dislike ratio, I'm sure there are others, but the only Bad Peg episode I know has more dislikes than likes is my Canine Cognition podcast. What? It's I submitted it for school. I was just going over the self-domestication hypothesis, and freaking I'm greeted with dislikes. People don't like it. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's researchers. But yeah, who knows? I've played a bunch of Mario Kart World, and it's the freaking most awesomest game ever, dude. It's so fun. I haven't played the open world sections of it really, the single player type of content, but I've done a lot of races, and the races are so fun. It feels frantic with 24 racers. There are just so many items all the time, and they made the computers a lot stronger, I feel. They're harder to beat this time. So sometimes you'll have I guess I shouldn't say you'll, because most of the Penguins I feel are not the freaking GOAT of Mario Kart, okay? They're not as really what I'm trying to say is I've probably played something quadruple or quintuple the amount of Mario Kart hours of most of the Penguins. You know what I'm saying? I've been gaming. So I tend to dumpster all the CPUs in all the games to the point that it's not close. And that's not the case yet in Mario Kart World. I haven't learned all like the cool jump tricks and stuff that people have found, but I've played a good amount and I've had so much fun. Like, it's been awesome. And just there have been so many funny moments, and I've played it with a bunch of wonderful people. I played it with Cammy's roommates, and I played it with Dusty as well. Cammy is involved in both of those groups, and it's just super fun. It's super great. And I saw that Maya got to play on a like Instagram post, like a weekly recap or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. But I didn't actually ask her how it was, because I don't know what the vibes were. Like, if she was just kind of like hanging out, or if like that's even, like, does she care, or does she know? Or was she just like, yeah, I'm playing Mario Kart, you know? I don't know why I overthought it at the time, but I did. If your name is Maya, then comment below, did you like Mario Kart World? If your name is not Maya, then don't. I'll give you something else later. Oh, if your name is Dusty, then comment below, how is the Apothecary Diaries? Will you tell me? Is it good? Is it good? Please tell me. Please comment. Okay. What was I gonna... Oh, right, I was gonna tell the story of, like... So basically, I, like, drove Dusty back. I drove Dusty back because she spent a little while in Redlands. And we had a big struggle installing a bidet. It was a big struggle, because the friggin' toilet kept leaking. And Dusty actually correctly assessed the problem. And, we went to Walmart to fix the problem, right? We wanted to get some plumber's tape. And plumber's tape is like, you wrap it around the inside and then like screw a bolt on top of it. And it just like tightens that connection. But they had none. And we also needed to get like a wrench and a screwdriver. So we went over and they were like locked up in a cage, you know? Like they'll be locked in a a glass box. And there was like a button that was like for calling someone, and dude, we actually spent like 20 minutes. Cammy's sitting on the floor waiting for someone to show up. Like, we've asked multiple employees and they're like, yeah, we can't help you, you gotta wait for the person. And Dusty and I are just looking for this tape. It's not there. But the website let me select. So basically I like selected the store we were at in Redlands, and then I was like, okay, it's at this aisle. And then when we got there, it wasn't there, and I was like, what the heck? Or sorry, that aisle, it's not that it wasn't in the aisle, it's that the aisle didn't exist. Like, it was like aisle L or something, and there was no L. I know it wasn't L, I think it might have been I, but like there was it didn't exist. And the reason is because after I had selected the store I was in, it realized that the tape was not at that store. So it moved me back to like the one in Duarte, as people like to call it, which is a crazy way to pronounce it. But it took me back to that store, and I was like, what the heck? So whatever, you know, we got a different kind of like water sealing tape, because Dusty was like, why don't we just get this? And I was like in a frenzy, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna go crazy. We can't get our tools, we can't get our tape. I'm going crazy, you know? But Dusty figured out that we could just use this other tape, so we did, and then we fixed the bidet. But I was taking Dusty home after the, like, however many days, like 3 or 4 days of hanging out. And, because of that, I was back at home in Pasadena. And Core from college was hosting a Smash tournament for to like kind of show off the card shop that they work at. I just had guys, I don't know if you watched the Jaden Animations Los Angeles video. I just had one of the things that she complains about happen to me in real time. It's like people always want to drive past you when you're trying to merge into their lane because they can never handle anyone else being in front of them. But one of the specific things that she mentioned was when, like, you're trying to merge into the same lane as someone else, you're trying to merge, like, there was a car on my left, I'm trying to merge left, they're trying to merge right, and I'm in front of them, right? So I should just go left and they should just go right, and we'll fill each other's gaps. But instead, they speed up to make sure I can't get in front of them before they come into the same lane as me, and we switch places the other way instead. And it's like, why do you have to delay me like this? Like, why do you have to risk it, like, a crash for this? I don't get it. But yeah, Core was hosting a Smash tournament, and it was cool. It was, all the Oxy people were invited, but it was just also generally for the card shop. One of my pet peeves is when people are like, oh, you're playing Melee? I thought you were playing Smash. And it's like, girl, Melee is a Smash game. It's called Smash Melee. Like, what the heck are you talking about? It's Smash Ultimate and Smash Melee. They're both Smash. Like, I don't understand, you know? It just really, it's a pet peeve of mine. But whatever. It just happened like 2 or 3 times that day is all. I drank some caffeine to make sure that I can get home safe, if you couldn't tell just now. Because I was in town, I was able to make it to this tournament, which was really exciting. And I texted Fi, and I met up with Fi, and that was nice. It was fun. Fi got me a Pikmin over the summer, which was really cool. And Malachi got me a poster of Falco and a sticker of Falco over the summer break when he went to Evo, which was so cool. Like, thanks for thinking of me, bestie. You know? Love Malachi, love Fi. So, I go to this tournament, and I pick up Fi on the way. And we're just chatting and having a good time, and I'm like, oh wow, it's like really nice to spend time with Fi again. It's been a long time. It's really nice. And we get to the tournament, I go in, and I was gonna play only Melee, because it had $10 entry. The tournament was $10 entry for each game. So I was like, dude, I'm only gonna friggin' play one friggin' game. I'm not gonna friggin' pay 20 bones. 20 bones is crazy. 20 bones is crazy. So I was just gonna play Melee, but then Core said that they would cover my, entry fee for Ultimate. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll play. Whatever. Mind you, I've played 2 games of Ultimate, since, school ended. I played 2 games of Elite Smash, and frankly, for me, Elite Smash isn't even the same game. Like, playing online is not analogous, you know? Like, I just, my brain, I can't handle it. Like, I can't play online. It doesn't work. The delay is so severe that it cripples me. Like, it doesn't cripple everyone to the same degree, either. It's not like it's the delay's fault, you know? Like, everybody experiences the delay. But I personally become terrible at the game under this delay. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why I struggle so bad with the delay. Because truly, it doesn't make sense. Like, I have strong fundamentals of the game. I understand what I should be doing, what good options are, what bad options are, and how to beat different things. I am intelligent at the video game. And then you put me online, and I'm like sucking my thumb like a big old baby, dude. I'm sucking on my thumb. I'm freaking sucking on my thumb right now. Like, that's basically how it feels right now. It feels like I'm sucking on my thumb like a baby. So I really haven't played any Ultimate. So I'm like, you know, no hopes. Or not, like, no high hopes, but I'll play, just for fun. And, I played Melee against Olsen and Ethan are the only 2 guys I remember the names of. Olsen was really funny. Ethan was also very nice and fun and funny. But yeah, I spent more time with Olsen. Olsen was just like kind of like amazed by the fact that I was so good. Oh, I destroyed everybody. The first set I played I played friendlies, and I was beating Olsen with like every character I have in the game. So, like, I was playing, and, like, even characters I'm not good at, right? Like, I won with Falco, I won with Fox, I won with Sheik, I won with Marth. My Marth is terrible. I won with, Donkey Kong. My Donkey Kong is better than my Marth, admittedly. I won with Yoshi, who is not better than my Marth. I think they're roughly at the same skill level, though. Like, if you took my Yoshi and my Marth, they would be at the same skill level. It's just that Marth is so much easier than Yoshi. Marth is a thumb-sucking character. You know? Like, when people say, oh, this character eats glue, they're talking about when you hold up on the left stick and you tap A with your right thumb, and the game just plays itself for you. You know? That's what they're talking about when they say glue-eating character. And Marth is a glue-eating character. But I actually really like fighting against Marth, so, you know, I enjoy the skills that it tests. Oftentimes I enjoy fighting Marth way more than fighting Fox. Even though, like, that doesn't make sense. But it does. It does. You just gotta trust. Fox's full hop is, like, actually, like, they should not have put that in the video game. If Fox just had a different full hop, if he jumped, like, just a wee bit higher or a wee bit lower, I feel like Melee would be a healthier game. Which, you know, is crazy. It's like one of the healthiest games, but whatever. I hate Fox full hop, is really what I'm trying to say. I used to say if I could remove one thing from Melee, it would be Luigi. But that's not true anymore. I kind of decided to stop losing to Luigi, and I haven't lost to Luigi more than like twice since then. I've kind of been dumpstering all the Luigis I play against. So I actually would not remove Luigi anymore. But what I would remove is Fox's full hop. And Captain Falcon's full hop. And I know that sounds like cope, because I play Falco, and Falco destroys Falcon. But the full hop, like, it's not like it's difficult to beat, it's just lame. It's just boring, man. It's just like such a whack jump height. Such a whack jump height. I just don't like it. Falcons I wouldn't actually remove. It's just kind of annoying. Foxes is like that it makes me sad. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. I also don't like fighting against Link and Young Link. I used to think that Young Link was cool. How young and naive. Dude, he's just pelting you with, like, little pebbles. It's like if you had a kid that really wanted your attention. But, like, if they started to annoy you, you had to make a comeback to get back to feeling not annoyed anymore. This is going to be a longer PEGCAST than I thought. I haven't started talking about the tournament, but... Man, this is just fun. This is fun. Like, this is why I do it. Even if I'm not feeling 100%. Like, this is fun. I'm yawning. Sorry. I was yawning. Cammy's gonna like that one. But what am I saying right now? What am I saying? Oh, right, so yeah. I beat everybody at the tournament. I was winning with every character I have. Even my bad ones, like Yoshi. And then, so in bracket, I played against Ethan first, and I was like, I hadn't played Ethan yet, but I figured, I was pretty confident that he was at the same skill level as Olsen. And these guys, they're not bad. They just, like, took the game casually for as long as they've played it. Like, they just play against each other. The one really funny thing was that both of them tried to hit me with, like, they grabbed me in the corner as Falco, and then did back throw, and then full hop down air. Like, they just tried to jump out and murder me, like, fully cheese me. And that just, like, absolutely killed me. Every time they went for it, I burst out laughing. I thought it was so funny. And they were like, yep, we know all the tricks to kill people. And I was like, you just don't know. Like, this is so funny. Like, you're just cheesing me so bad. Like, I don't know. It's just really funny. But, Ethan... I beat him with Falco game 1, because I was like, I gotta pick Falco just to make sure I don't lose, you know? Like, I gotta actually, like, feel this out. And earlier in the bathroom, I had been like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna win this tournament. Like, should I just play Falco? like, just so it's like I won a tournament with my favorite character. And I was like, no, I should just play whoever I want. Like, it's fun. Like, winning a tournament of this caliber is not, like, if it's a tournament that I have the capacity to win, winning it is not going to be, like, the most amazing thing ever that I need to not taint by playing other characters. Like, it's already tainted by the fact that I am the best player in the room, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not that great, but I am really good compared to a lot of people. So, after game 1, I went Donkey Kong, and he hit random, and it took us to Fountain of Dreams, and I was like, man, I wish we went to literally any other stage. I hate playing Donkey Kong on Fountain, but it worked out, and I won. And then I played against Olsen next, and he told me not to switch to Donkey Kong before I did it, and I was like, okay, and I started laughing. So I just picked Falco twice, and I beat him real bad. And that was fun. And then, there were 2 other guys. The next guy I beat with random, and it was really boring. I really regret doing that. I should not have picked random. I did not realize he was going to be at the skill level that he was, but he was a casual player. Like, he did not play Melee in any capacity. So, it was just really boring when I randomed to Mario on Final Destination. It's like, there are no platforms for me to run around on. What do you expect me to do as freaking Mario? So, that was a fumble, but it was okay. And then the next set, Elliot, from Oxy Gaming Club. Okay, all the Oxy people that were there were, me and Core, and then Phi, obviously. Malachi, obviously, because I just said it. Phi, obviously, because I took her there. Core, obviously, because they were running it. And then Sean showed up, and Elliot showed up, and Eddie showed up for a little bit, and that was really nice. It was fun to see Eddie again. And so, is that it? I think that's it. And Bridget showed up for a little bit, and his girlfriend seems nice. She was like, hey, I am from Redlands. You're going to Redlands? And I was like, yes. Well, not from Redlands, but she went to school there. And I was like, that's crazy. I'm going to grad school there. So I found out about what coffee shop to go to. Yeah. And so that was fun. I played against Pritchett, and I actually played like a life game. For the first 2 stocks, I actually threw the 3rd stock. I stopped playing well. I started focusing on the wrong things. But I caught a glimpse of my full power. Do you know what I mean? Like, God, I don't know if I can explain this to a group of people who do not compete at a fighting game. But it's like, there are things that you're good at, and there are strategies that you, like, feel are the best. Like, not everyone is going to agree on what the best next strategy is. Like, if you pose you can pose kind of problems that are like chess puzzles, you know? You can say, okay, you're in this situation, what's the best move? And maybe there is a best move there. But, like, you can have your own kind of philosophy on how to play the game. Some people are way more aggressive, some people are way more passive. There are some people who, like, try to open people up by doing moves. There's some people who try to open people up by doing movement and not doing moves. Like, everything is really different. And because of that, you as a player are going to have, like, your own way of playing, kind of. You're going to have your own, like, thoughts about what the proper way to play is and, like, what the correct decisions to make are. And I like to play a very low variance game. I like to play a very low variance game where, like, I don't attack in very many risky ways. And what this means is, if I don't do it well, a lot of times I'll just, like, very slowly lose ground and then eventually die. Because, like, if I wanted to hit really hard, I could, like, throw in a guess and be like, I'm going to hit really hard and do this, and then I'll get it wrong, and then I'll, like, get hit for it. But that's not really how I like to play. I like to play a lot safer. So, as such, sometimes I will not, like, do enough damage, and I'll just slowly fall behind. But if it works, then it means that I, like, have very soundly defeated a person, and, like, I truly beat them, you know? It's not like, oh, I got kind of lucky and I, like, hit them with some big things. It's like, no, I beat them, you know? And this is just the way I like to play. It's the strategy that I personally subscribe to, and I think it's the strongest way to play the game. And that might not be right. Like maybe throwing in more risks is actually better. Like if you look at the statistics or something. But this is the way that I feel is best to play the game. And on some days, you're just going to be playing better than you are on others. And that's just how it goes. Like sometimes the decisions you make will be better. Sometimes you'll be focused on the right things at the right time. And sometimes you'll just like, your focus won't be strong enough, or you'll be like watching out for one thing and you really should be watching out for something else, you know? So in this one game I played against Pritchett being very strong, like he's a very good player. I was just like totally zeroed in, doing everything right for the first 2 stocks of this game. Like everything was beautiful. It was clean. It was safe. I was doing damage. I was like finding my spots and really like taking them as far as I could. I was putting myself in like good positions to find kills. I was finding the kills. Like everything was clicking. Everything was working. And then on the last stock, I just kind of like after I died, I kind of had to like reset. And when I reset, I just started focusing on the wrong things. Like I was too focused on like, how am I going to be XYZ instead of just focusing like specifically on, okay, I want to attack, I'm going to place myself here on the screen. I don't know, I was just focusing on the wrong things and I lost, but I was having a life game for those first 2 stocks. Like everything was just like beautiful. It was like how I saw the game was the truth with a capital T. So that was really fun. And then in Ultimate I played Elliot, and that was funny. I won game 1 and then lost game 2 because I randomed to Sonic. And I think that everybody kind of thought that my Sonic like wasn't good enough to win when I lost. But really the answer is just that I was pressing side B and rolling across the stage and having a good old time. I could have just like played Smash Bros instead of playing Sonic, if that makes sense. Like instead of rolling back and forth across the stage and trying to do cool Sonic rolling around stuff, I could have just like played Smash Bros and not done any of the cool Sonic specific stuff, like just played fundamentals, and I would have won, but I didn't. I lost. So then I won game 3 with Pokemon Trainer. I like mopped up game 3, like I destroyed game 3. Like it was not close, and that felt good. I was like, okay, I think people can see that I'm better. But then I played Malachi, and I also destroyed Malachi. I lost one of the games, but I like didn't feel too bad about it. Kind of the ways that I lost were like fine, because I had not like, you know, I'm out of practice and I'm out of practice and I've been playing Melee all day. So there are just gonna be some things that I like try to do as if they're like Melee, and then I get them wrong and like mess up and die. Like it's just gonna be that way because I haven't played that much Ultimate, and like my hands are used to Melee. So, well, not just my hands, but also like my brain. Like there are certain ways that you'll interact with the like corner of the stage or the edge in Melee that are just not the same in Ultimate. And my autopilot will have me act as if they're Melee ledges, even though they're not. And then I'll just like mess up and die. It's fine though. I was cool with losing like that. And so I won that 3-1. And then I was in winners finals, I guess. I didn't know how that happened, but I played this guy Jinjo, and Jinjo was super, super strong. They were a banjo player, if you couldn't tell by the name. But yeah, he was awesome, and I really liked him. He was very kind. He seemed just like a fun guy to be around, and a lover of life. And Banjo, like, I've never really played against a good Banjo before. Dude, this character's weird. Like, I was very slowly kind of figuring things out. I was like, okay, I can Razor Leaf through the grenade. And then as soon as I did that, he would whip out Kazooie, start shooting out blue eggs. The blue eggs beat Razor Leaf. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy already knows what I'm doing. So then the next game, I was like, okay, I gotta do more Squirtle. Because if I forward air with Squirtle in the air, it goes through the blue eggs. And then what happens? He just does a Wonder Wing. He just goes, wow! Wonder Wing is like this big rushing attack where he flies at you and you can't kick through it. Like, it beats all attacks. So I would try to jump up and prepare myself to kick the egg, and instead of the egg coming, it's his freaking flying body. And then I'm like, uh-oh, and I'm in the way, and I'm like freaking Tom Cat running away from the piano. There's nothing I can do. I get, brrrr, the freaking piano hits me and I die, you know? Like, what am I supposed to do? So half of this is like I'm bad at Ultimate, and half of this is just that Jinjo was too good. And then I went to Losers Finals and I played his friend, and his friend plays Roy. I really think if I was more in practice, I could have won. I was not in practice. I was dying to everything, and just everything that the Roy guy tried was working. I think it was probably one of the easier matches that he had in the whole tournament, just because I played terribly. But you know what? Whatever. Like, I didn't even think I was going to play Ultimate that day, and you can't really be mad with, like, losing because you've been playing Melee all day and you're really rusty, you know? Like, if I had practiced more, I would have done better. But that's not, like, something to be angry about. That's just, like, it's just, like, a truth. And, like, if I had wanted to practice and be better, then I would have. So, it was fine. But I did well. I got 3rd place, and what that meant was that I made $10. So, Core took back that money for my Ultimate fee. So I actually ended up paying for Ultimate and Melee because I made $10. I made back the entry fee. And in Melee, I made 15, which means that this is the first time I've ever profited off of a Smash tournament. Unless you count, like, a money match. Like, I've money matched people before and won, but... Well, actually only once. But I've asked for a lot of money matches from people at Oxy. Because it would be free money. It would have been free money if they said yes. But yeah, I don't remember if I said this, but when I was playing the last guy... Oh, no, I didn't, because I just said all the people that went from Oxy. I played the last guy, and Elliot said that if I played Bowser for the rest of the tournament in Melee, then he would buy me dinner if I won. And I was like, there's only one more set. Are you still doing it? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, it's Bowser, man. Like, Bowser sucks. And he was like, yes, I'll do it. And then I just, like, destroyed the guy with Bowser. At one point, I killed the guy with up B out of shield. And that's not, like, crazy, because it was Bowser Puff, right? Like, kill him with up B out of shield, that's gonna happen at some point during the set. What's crazy is that he died at 87 after the hit. Like, what? Why did he die? His DI, he, like, went straight up, but, like, I don't know, man. Like, what? 87 after the hit? I wasn't even on a platform. I was on the floor of Pokemon Stadium. So, you know, that was funny. I can't believe he died. But yeah, I got free dinner out of it, so that was cool. But I made money, and it was really cool. And for entry, you got 2 packs of Pokemon cards. So I got, like, the Mega Gardevoir and Mega Lucario sets in Japanese, because they haven't released yet in English. And that's what Core said. I kind of wanted to get the Chinese cards, because I thought that would be fun, because Cammy has Chinese heritage. She's half Taiwanese. But I think everybody didn't quite really understand that, because I was too embarrassed to ask. I wasn't going to be like, give me the Chinese cards, Core, because, like, that's embarrassing, and I didn't want to be weird to them. But they were like, you got to take these cards, they're awesome. Anyways, then I turned on the Wii, I turned on Smash Remix, which is like a mod for Smash 64 that adds a bunch of characters, and I just turned up the volume, because I knew everyone in there would think it was really cool, and they did. Everyone was like, whoa, what is that? I was like, it's a mod for Smash 64 that adds like 20 characters. I don't know how many characters it actually is, I just said 20, and God knows I can't estimate a number, so it may only be like 10 or like 8, but it feels something like 20 to me, because it's so many. They even got friggin' Marina in that game. They got Marina in that game from friggin', what's it called? Mischief Makers. They got Marina from Mischief Makers, and they got Goemon. They got friggin' Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day, and they got King DDD. And they got Mewtwo, and Marth, and Falco. And Mad Piano, the evil piano from Mario. So, but I think they're adding Chun-Li. I might be wrong, though. But I think they are. But anyways, everyone thought that was cool, and then we didn't really want to play it. Malachi and I tried, but the controls were kind of weird. So I was like, let's just play Ikaruga. Penguins, Ikaruga is a beautiful game. It's very cool. I don't really want to describe it, but it's very cool. It's a very, very cool shoot 'em up. Kind of like Galaga, if Galaga was like the coolest video game of all time. Like, if that makes sense. They're basically... I can't describe it. It's just not going to make sense. It's it's just not gonna make sense. Oh my gosh, I just had there's like a wiggle in the road. I really felt it. It was like roller coaster tummy. But anyways, then we were gonna go to dinner, and we were gonna go to Coco Ichibanya, which is a curry place. And I was like, wow, really gotta go to Coco Ichibanya. Really gotta go. And I thought, Cammie told me that we could park at the Zion Market, and there must be some parking that we misunderstood. Something went wrong, because what Cammie saw is real, but also we parked at Zion Market and it was a 20-minute walk, so it was not right. So then we all were like, oh, let's go park at H Mart, and I happened to find literally the God spot. I got free parking. It was just unbelievable. It was insane. I get out of the car, I gotta friggin' pee, man. I gotta pee, because Malachi had bought me a Dr. Pepper, which was really cool. I think everybody thinks I like Dr. Pepper more than I do, because I used to have a lot of it, in my car. But in reality, I think I like Coke more, and I don't even really like drinking soda, because I don't like drinking caffeine. But I do love Coke. Nothing gets me like a Coke ad, man. When there's a Coke ad and it freaking shows the cup and it fizzes, oh my god, I want a Coke so bad, you know what I mean? But, so, it was nice though, and I needed it. I was really tired. So then I have to pee so bad from this Dr. Pepper. I get to Coco Ichibanya. We ask if we can be seated. We get seated, and I'm like, do you have a bathroom? Do you have a key? Sorry, do you have a code for the bathroom? And the guy was like, no code, it's back there. And I was like, awesome. I go and I try to open it. I can't. And there's a keyhole on it, and I'm like, dang, is there a key and that guy was just wrong? Or is there just someone in there? Because it took a long time and no one came out. Then I look it up, because I'm like, I don't know even what possessed me to look it up, but I was like, is this place vegan? Because it is vegan in Japan. Because I went to Japan and I ate there and it was awesome. It's not vegan in the US. Furthermore, they have friggin' peanut butter in every single sauce. And Malachi's allergic to peanuts. So we can't even eat there. After the whole parking mishap that was all my fault, we can't even eat there. So then I'm like, oh god, where do we go? And we decided to go to BCD Tofu House. The first time I went to BCD Tofu House, it was kind of weird. Cammie and I both got tofu soup with water broth, and it was still bubbling, boiling hot 3 to 4 minutes after we got it, and we just started eating it and burning ourselves because we were so hungry. We had been waiting for so long to get food, and so it didn't really taste that much, and it wasn't that good. And then also, we both ordered mild, and then mine was not spicy at all, and I was like, oh yeah, this mild is fine, I should go up higher next time. And Cammie was like, oh my god, how can you handle this, it's so hot. I finished mine, and I was like, yeah, that was okay. And then Cammie's like, you can finish mine, I can't eat it anymore, I'm kind of full, and it's also just so spicy. It's like, okay. I take a bite of hers, I'm like, I'm coughing out smoke like a cartoon character that ate a bomb. It's so hot. They put the amount of chili that was supposed to go in each of ours, both of them went in Cammie's, is our working theory. And eventually it cooled down enough that I could taste it, and then Cammie's was delicious. It was so good, but it was a little too spicy. This time, I went with all the Oxy people except Core. So it was Elliot, Phi, Malachi, Sean, and I. Oh, and Eddie had already left, because Eddie left really early. But we all went, and I got my mild tofu soup with the freaking water-based broth. It was delicious this time. It was just the right amount spicy. It was so good. It was awesome. So all was well, and I got to pee at BCD Tofu House, even though it was almost like an emergency. I almost went the wrong direction to go to a 7-Eleven because I knew they would have a bathroom. But yeah, and then we ate and it was awesome. And then I drove home with Phi and we did anime music quiz in the car. And I found out that Phi was like, you can do this online. And I was like, yeah, on animemusicquiz.com, AMQ. Yeah, I do. And then Phi was like, yeah, and then you like drop and you like get the song, so you like go around. And I was like, wait, do you play Fortnite mode on Anime Music Quiz? And I was like, oh my god, you know what Anime Music Quiz is? And like, what's Fortnite mode actually? Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you know, like, you pick like a square to drop in, and then you pick up the songs. And she was like, oh yeah, like that mode. And I was like, I call it Fortnite mode because we always say where we drop in when we drop to pick up our songs. And we said that that's how we were going to stay in touch over the summers. We were going to play Anime Music Quiz Fortnite mode. And that's awesome because I love Fortnite mode, and Dusty is always like a little apprehensive. But I love Fortnite mode so much. I think it's the most fun way to play it. I think it's the best. But yeah, I played Anime Music Quiz with Fi, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I dumpstered her. Not to put Fi, like, under heat here, you know. But, like, dude, it was bad. Fi was, like, missing easy songs, and I was not missing easy songs. I was getting things like Dororo. I was getting things like Bleach. And Fi was missing things like Naruto, and I was like, dang, that's the age gap between us, I feel. That's the age gap between us. But maybe it isn't. Maybe it's like maybe instead of the age gap thing, it's actually, you know, I didn't consider this. Maybe it's because Fi is from Thailand. Maybe it's because Fi didn't have 4 kids in Toonami. But like, dude, it was like some of the Naruto openings, you know? It was Fighting Dreamers. It was, we are fighting dreamers, better than better, we are fighting dreamers, you know? Fighting Dreamers from Naruto. And Fi's like, I don't know this one. And I'm like, oh my god, you're young. You're like a little baby, actually. You're like a little toddler baby, actually. I didn't actually say that. I was like, wow, I wonder if that's the age difference. But I think it's probably not. I think it's probably the, like, country culture difference. Because Fi has, like, a million anime that I've never seen. And I wonder if that's, like, a culture difference, or if it's just, like, we were watching different things. Like, Fi was listening to Nightcore in elementary school. People would be like, what are you listening to? And Fi would be like, I'm listening to this awesome Nightcore song. Not to throw Fi under the bus again. But it's okay. As Penguins, I feel like we can like Nightcore. I feel like we can like Nightcore. Nightcore came back into the public zeitgeist, okay? And listen, I'm not gonna say I actually believe this. Okay? I'm not gonna say I actually believe this, but I think there is something to be said for, because so much of pop culture coming from black women and queer people in current year, I think there's something to be said for Nightcore re-entering the public zeitgeist because of trans women. I think there's something to be said. Who else was hearing Nightcore Weezer? There was Nightcore Weezer. I was hearing, I'm so tall, can't get over me. I'm so low, can't get under me. I must be like Nightcore, and it was on trans women posts. Okay, this is what I was seeing. I was seeing it with mine own eyes. And then, what's this? I'm hearing people talk about Nightcore. Where did this come from? Is this the new Slay? Caffeine is scary, man. What have I become, you know? Like, how did this happen to me? Dusty said that Cammy and I have become the same person, but that it's a good thing. And something that's beautiful is that I never considered that she meant it as a bad thing. Everybody except Maya and Dusty, comment below, do you have a favorite Nightcore song? And if you don't, then instead, comment below what song you think would be fire in Nightcore, okay? Comment below, because I want to know, like, maybe you think, like, maybe you don't know any Nightcore songs, but, like, in your head, you're like, wow, what would sound really good sped up? And you're like, I am not throwing away my shot, I am not throwing away my shot. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's something like that, and maybe you're uncovering something beautiful. Maybe you're uncovering something beautiful. Also, musical theater! Everyone loves musical theater now, bro. Everybody's like, oh my god, Wicked is the best movie in the world. It used to not be the normies liking my musical theater. It used to be people with a certain inclination. And this is, oh my god, I sound homophobic. I'm so sorry, everybody. You have to understand that one of us, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, so... I'm gonna have to turn off clips for this episode. But yeah, so... Maybe you have a song that you think would be good in Nightcore. Maybe Kenzie has a deep cut, right? Maybe Kenzie has a deep cut. Maybe Cammy is like, what would be a good Nightcore song? Maybe the new Sabrina Carpenter album has something that would be really good in Nightcore. Although, I really don't think so. Maybe the Sabrina Carpenter album isn't even new anymore. Do you ever think about how her last name is Carpenter and her job is to sing? I think about it all the time, and maybe that's dumb. Maybe that's silly of me. Wait, you know what? What actually makes me think about it is that her last name is Carpenter, and also she's beautiful. Like, what? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're supposed to be a woodworker. Maybe I'm a bad person. I have 4 more minutes. I can stall for 4 minutes. I don't wanna. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. And just goodbye.